He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for the offense. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just no way to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there, forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Shapen. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe. This game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Touch pass on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to run it. Got all he needed for the 1st down, and then he gets down on the slide. Convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he just pumped that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
The back goes in motion. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. That's what a modern fullback has to do, almost like a tight end, to be able to be there and be available for the quarterback in the passing game, Jeff.
Yeah, you got to be able to do a lot of different things, Reese, no doubt about it. It's not just blocking, but it's lining up at different spots all over the field as well, running routes, and then being a viable option for your quarterback.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They're trying to get to it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They get to him as he throws. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just now on the same page with his target.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking to take a shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
To the air, it's Green. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, West Virginia 10, Mississippi State 0.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. They're going to test the right side with this one. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Smashes through the tackle. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the safety did a great job staying back in that cover 2 look. He's got basically that half of the field. He's reading the quarterback's eyes, and he knows where he's going with it. He was able to make a jump on the ball and end up picking it off.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The play action fake. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said.
He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to correct.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Gain of 6. Coming up, fourth down.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is.
And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They're testing the right side here. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Looking to throw on second down. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the point after is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Now on third down after that run. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. They'll try the run. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw for it. Coming in, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've converted twice on fourth down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Ray. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to put that push pass playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
A quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
From the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Tie game here early in the second half, and offensively you're hoping to get something going, but after that incompletion it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Then he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Handoff from the shotgun. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And when those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UConn looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've seen this offense look this crisp since the days of Dan Orlovsky. They're up by 17 over the Sharks. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't...
Afterburners coming. The 20. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He'll try to tack on one more. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. First down for this offense. wants to pass it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell out.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd down, going up top. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Bringing it back, it's Farmer. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Leaves it with the running back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires on the move. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They're bringing heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to Davis. Across the 25, he's got room. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Now the toss. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
With jet sweep pass. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating a loss on first down.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. He's looking to throw. Makes the pass. And they can't make the connection. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! They move on top here in the 4th. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. On Wisconsin. They're darn near perfect offensively today, almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice. They're up by 29 over the Royals. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the ground, he's got it again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll go to the ground. Second down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center of the guard. The tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia. The AT unit on the field. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Offense getting set for first down. Leaves it with the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's back to throw on second down. Trying to get to it. Still running at the 40. Oh, the ball squirts out. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
Man, you're thinking, I got the ball, time running out, I got to go get a score, take the lead, win this football game now. Now you're just begging your defense to bail you out, not give up points, somehow try to hold on to this game and stay in it.
Runs through a tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Using his legs, it's White. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. He now has 106 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. I think you got to try to win it here. Don't run the risk of going to overtime. The toss sweep to the right. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Ready.
Off play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaks the tackle. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is good! You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. That one bounced through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And the Mountaineers take over 1st and 10.
A first down for the offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.